In today's video, I'm not going to talk about how to actually start a dog walking business because I have done it multiple times, and also there are many more YouTube videos from other creators out there that are really giving great advice. In this video, I'm going to talk way more about general advice. Advice I would have appreciated when I first started out 10 years ago. It would have really helped if somebody would have held me accountable back then on the advice that I'm going to give you now, because it basically just compresses time and it saves money. So just to give you a little bit backdrop, my dog walking business is actually going to have its anniversary in April of 2024. So we're almost 10 years in business. I started it with my former partner, and we're still working on the business together, which works amazingly well, thank goodness. Right now I'm living in Germany, where I grew up until I was 20 years old. And then I moved to the US in order to get my life going and figure out what I really wanted. But the business is in the US, is in New Jersey. And at this point, I'm just managing everything that I can remotely from my laptop, from my phone. And my business partner does everything else that needs to be done within the field. So let's get on with the first advice. Research, but limit your time doing so, and do not mistake research for procrastination. And that is so important. I started a business in April 2014, and I had the idea to actually start a business October 2013 already. So that was 6-7 months prior. What I did was spend months and months on just creating a website, because I wanted to create the right look. I wanted to look professional. I wanted to look perfect. And the thing is, yes, having a good website is definitely really important. But the thing is, you shouldn't spend months and months on doing so. What I recommend is getting the basic steps done, getting insurance, choosing the right business name, legalize your business, and so on. So just do the basic things in order to get started and to be on the safe side. And then as you make money, as you're already gaining a few clients, you can work on your website. You can work on marketing. You can work on your logo to get it perfected the way you want it. And what worked for me is to actually set myself a certain time. So let's say if I were to start a new business and I have to create a logo, I would force myself to go on Canva and create a logo within 30 minutes. If I were to speak to my younger self now, I would tell her, listen, just go with the option that feels good, that looks good, that can represent your business in the right way, and that you can actually afford right now. You can always switch to another pet sitting software. It's not a problem. Even with all the other softwares, with a website, you can always switch. I have created an insurance comparison chart. The link is in the description below. You can download it for free to at least help you with choosing your right insurance. If you can take a shortcut by downloading a document from a pet sitting coach, dog walking coach, or from another fellow dog walker, or if you can download some kind of comparison sheet, like I've mentioned with the insurance comparison chart, do it. It will save you time. And then don't second guess yourself, or don't necessarily second guess what the mentor or the fellow dog walker told you. It works for them. So chances are that it works for you as well, because we are in the same industry. We're dealing with the same issues and we need the same solutions. Market instead of consume. So how many times does it happen? Even when we are creating an Instagram post and we post it, we're going to keep looking and scrolling around who else posted something on Instagram, or same thing with Facebook, TikTok, you name it, and it is a common problem. So try to get in the habit whenever you're consuming something. Be aware of it first, and then stop yourself and think about, okay, what could I actually do right now to market my business? There's so many ways to market your business. You could create social media graphics and then use the Meta Business Suite in order to schedule all the graphics, so you don't actually have to go onto Instagram and Facebook and do it. You could write blog posts. That's something very important. I should have done that already 10 years ago. I would have been definitely further ahead in my business. There is an amazing book. It's called They Ask You Answer by Marcus Sheridan. And he talks about in his book on what blog posts to actually post in order to bond with your potential customer while they're actually reading the blog post before they even contact you. So that's something I'm working on even right now. I'm still doing it. I'm constantly putting out blog posts. We are sometimes closed in our bubble of we know exactly what dog sitting means. We know exactly what dog walking means. But what is the difference to somebody who has a dog who never actually booked the service? Those are the things that should be answered within blog posts. And then those blog posts, of course, can be repurposed, put onto Facebook groups, put into your Facebook timeline, and so on. So you can print postcards and hang them onto doors from people that just moved into the area. What you could also do in your free time, go to veterinarians, go to groomers via Instagram or Facebook, connect with groomers, connect with other pet sitters, dog walkers. That's also something very, very important, because there are dog walkers out there that are just too booked because they're doing it all by themselves. They might actually consider you for their overflow when too many clients are knocking on their doors and they're already booked. It's definitely so much better than just to mindlessly consume content. I mean, there is a difference between consuming content if you're watching videos like this, of course, or you're just really watching something educational about dogs, running a business, and so on. I'm more talking about if you get lost on Instagram or Facebook and you're just scrolling around and you're just watching videos that are funny maybe, but that are not actually doing something for your business. My third advice, and this goes into a whole nother direction, but yet it's important, be organized from the beginning. So many people, when they come and ask for advice, they are saying that they just don't have enough time. Yes, we are out there walking dogs and visiting cats, and it's just, if you're not used to it, you're exhausted in the beginning. But if you're not organized on top of it, you just don't have time to actually work on your business. You're literally just a dog walker. You're not a business owner, because you're just reacting to whatever comes in. Oh, I have to write invoices. Oh, I have to get back to this email, and so on. That's just something I'm really stressing from the beginning, to put everything nicely and neat in folders on your Google Drive, for example. To also use a pet sitting software. That's something I'm telling over all my videos. Use a pet sitting software. Do not wait until you're so full with dog walks and you want to hire, and then you don't know how to manage that hire, because they wouldn't even know where to go to, and you would just have to write a text or something. A pet sitting software is just so amazing for dog walkers, because you can schedule walks, your clients see it, you can write invoices, you can send invoices, your clients can see everything, so they don't really have to check back with you, oh, what was the invoice? No, you can actually just write it via email. You can write pet sitting journals. You can send it to your clients. There's just so much that you can do, and you can view it really nicely within your calendar, which walks need to be done and which were already completed, how long did they take. So this is definitely a huge building block that you should not miss. If you use that from the beginning, you already have an advantage to all the other dog walkers out there that are kind of like doing it on the side, or they just want to have assets. Another great way to stay organized and to just get stuff done in less time are email templates. You use email templates when potential clients are approaching you, whether you can actually service them or not. There are always email templates that you can use. So I, for example, have, for potential clients that I can service, I have one for midday dog walking with one dog, then another one with two dogs, and then for cat sitting if they have 1 to 2 cats, and then if they have 3 cats. Because once a client has 3 cats instead of 1 or 2, then there's a different rate. With email templates, you're literally just taking that email, you're switching out the names of the dogs or the cats, and then you just put in a different rate depending on the amount of the pets, and then you just send it off, and you don't have to write it out every single time. Same goes for people that are interested in your services that you cannot service. It could be for different reasons. For example, they are out of your service area. So for them, you can create email templates as well. The more you have those little tidbits to actually help you save time and stay organized and be consistent in your messaging, the better. And this will actually lead me to my 4th point. Spend your money and time wisely in regards to your money. And that's something I've done in the past too. I'm looking for a certain software or for a certain tool, and I'm thinking, okay, down the line I will have more clients and I might need that better version. But really, honestly, there's so many softwares out there. For example, they offer a free version, and that's something that holds you up for years. For example, an email marketing software. There are softwares that offer free service, free emailing up to 1,000 subscribers. I promise you that you will most likely not hit 1,000 subscribers within the next 3 years, if even. So you could use that free email marketing software for 3 years and up. Why not do it, right? That's also something I've noticed where people are talking about if they're profitable. Really honestly, if you had a week of dog walks, you should be more than profitable. For example, in New Jersey, and I know it's different in some other states, but in New Jersey, it costs $150 to register your business. Then signing up for pet sitting software, you can do for around $20 a month. And that's how you already started on the basic level. And that's less than $200. If you're charging for a dog walk, let's say $20, you only need to do 10 dog walks to be at a break-even point. And then from there, it's just profits. So I don't really get the notion of being profitable in a dog and walking business. And in regards to the time part, do not make the same mistake that I did in the beginning. I'm very well conversed now in WordPress because I took my time. I took months to actually kind of like figure it out and everything. But if you're not like that, if you don't have that knowledge with WordPress right now, do not choose WordPress. Use a very easy website builder like Wix or Squarespace and just use their template and just put out your website. And you can do that within a day. You can literally do it within a few hours. So don't make your life harder than it already is, and save that time, save that money, and just use it on actually getting your name out there and get sales, get business, and get to walking the dogs and sitting the cat. And those are the 4 points that I wanted to mention. And also kind of like a bonus point, but I don't want to talk about it too much. Money loves speed. And what I've noticed, if I just do it instead of just reading it, I learn so much faster than going through the entire internet and just looking up something and figuring out what other people like. If you just make the decision for something within 30 minutes or even within 10 minutes and then just run with it, you will see what works down the line. You will see it probably within a few days and then you just pivot. So this is what I would do if I were to start a business in 2024. I wish I could actually watch this video in 2013 because it would have saved me months. So take it or leave it, but I definitely recommend you take it. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.